Hello everybody, it's Sefraltool4 for another weekly update. I just want to make sure, okay, I did not check my mic before and to make sure it was set properly, and it is. Anyway, a few things today. First of all, Golden Sun and Rakuin are going to continue on as they are this week. We're getting into the good parts of Golden Sun. I think that we're at a point where we're going to start picking up the pace on the plot. Just because there's a few types of synergies and things like that we've just gotten, and it's going to get good. Rakuin also is going pretty well. We're getting into some interesting territory, some fun puzzles and things, so I hope you watch. As for this past week, John and I did Pokemon Emerald Versus on Twitch. And if you were there for that, it was a spectacle, wasn't it? And if you weren't there for that, well, I'm not uploading it to YouTube, sorry. You can go watch it on Twitch, where you should have been. And for those of you saying you didn't announce it, we put up a video on my channel, on John's channel, and on the Sephiroth channel. We are open to doing versuses like that in the future, but not in the near future. If you watched, you know why. But yeah, so look forward to fun stuff with that. I'm probably going to be streaming more this week, as I'm trying to do more. I'm not moving away from YouTube, but I'm trying to also move into Twitch. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I did also stream a short stream last week for the new challenge group called Gamesharks, which is being run by the Juker. If you don't know it, if you're familiar at all with Proton John for a little while, there was a thing called Danger Squad, which I may have said last time that John had run it, but I think it might have been Brutal Moose. I'm not really sure. I'm not entirely sure who ran it, but whoever it was, they just didn't have time, and it kind of slowly died. This time, Juker's running it. It's Gamesharks. It's a challenge group. They have a bunch of people that are like in the group that have to do the challenges, and us as the audience can watch them stream it and also submit our own things. So I did a submission for the challenge, which is Super Mario Bros. 3, going through every single stage and everything of the first two worlds, except for the area in the second world where you have to break the rock, without getting any power-ups or stars or anything like that, or using them that you get. So my final time was like 22:18 doing that, which was pretty good. I think there have been a few people in the submissions that have done significantly better than me, but only a few of the Gamesharks people did better than me, so that's kind of cool. But apparently I've been told by the Juker that I'm not qualified for anything because I don't like pineapple pizza, so I'm going to make my stand here. If I'm going to be discriminated against because of pineapple pizza, hating on pineapple pizza, then so be it. Yeah. It's fun though. You guys should check it out. Look at the Juker's tweets. He has a tweet to the Discord there. And the Discord has all the rules, and you can submit your own challenges, and it's like there's like a 10-day window between each challenge, like 3 months, which is pretty reasonable. They all have to be streamed. They provide the emulator that uses all this stuff. They provide the ROM if you don't have the Mario Bros. 3 ROM. So yeah, it's good stuff. I look very much forward to just taking part in the challenges and stuff. I like seeing things that my friends put together work. I don't know, I'm trying to find a better way to say that, but like he was very excited about it. He told me about the idea and just getting it together and stuff. So I knew this was coming, and I was looking forward to it. And so far the reception's been good, and I'm happy. I'm happy for that. I'm happy when my friends' projects work or do well. It's the type of person that I am. Because God knows my projects don't. So I have to get a happy from somebody. But yeah, it's just cool. Anyway, but yeah, so I streamed that just for a short time last week. Also, it was really weird during the Emerald streams. I got like the first day I got like 70 followers, and I'm pretty sure like 90% of them were spam. A couple of them were actual real people who showed up to talk, but most of them I think were spam. Especially since like the number went down the next day by like 20 and then another 20 or 25 the next day. I think the main reason for that is because Streamlabs, I use Streamlabs now, for notifications and things, and I had a follow notification that wasn't like thing, it was just like a blah, letting people know, and it's a little skipping Sephiroth thing. So I think people were just getting all their fake accounts together. So I turned that off, and lo and behold, the next day I only got 6 followers. But yeah, so I'm somewhere in the 200s still, which is kind of cool. If they showed up, it would be nice, but it's like YouTube. It's exactly the same as YouTube. The followers do not equal viewers. And I know that from YouTube because I have like 5,700 subscribers and 10 or 15 people that watch my videos. So it's great. 99% of the views I get, which are fairly consistent, are for the old Scribblenauts series, which people still watch for some reason, and my Final Fantasy VII Limit Break videos, which specifically the ones with Cloud and Aeris, people just keep going to. It's weird, like I even get comments and stuff on them, but like, I don't know. They have like in the tens of thousands. So it's kind of cool. But yeah, that's off topic. Anyway, you should check out Gamesharks. It's good stuff. Yeah, so for this coming week, like I said, there's going to be a stream. I don't think it's going to be tonight. I think I kind of just want to rest today. I'm in a week of taking that medication that I'm on, which, based on seeing the doctor last week or something, I don't remember times. Not this past Thursday, but like the week before. It doesn't look like I have to up my dose on it. It seems like my body's actually absorbing it the way it's supposed to, which is a new experience for me. I'm not used to medications actually working better than intended. But yeah, so just, it does things to me, especially the first couple days that I'm on it. It makes me tired. I keep waking up at like 11 instead of my usual like 8 or 9. I also can't really fall asleep. If you remember this past week, I essentially, I'll either follow me on Twitter or my private account on Twitter, I kind of had a little bit of a mental breakdown over the past week. I just had an accumulation of stress and paranoia and a whole bunch of other things that this medication doesn't give me directly, but indirectly through like inability to process sunlight and things like that. Also the fact that my foot's been in a cast for a month and I haven't been able to drive or go anywhere, and fun things like that. Other stresses that I don't want to talk about publicly, but yeah, so that's been a hard week. I have an anxiety medication that works very well for me. I haven't taken it for 2 months. I hadn't taken it for 2 months because it didn't. It had a reaction with the medication that I take every few weeks with this. But I found out that it didn't actually have a reaction with the medication I take. It has a reaction with another medication that I would be taking with it that we decided that I'm not going to be needing because that just helped with the original medication being absorbed. But since I'm not taking that, I can take these. And I'm attempting not to overdose. And I say that half in jest and half not because I needed this. And it kind of, like, to speak plainly, on one hand, like, you don't want to say you rely on a medication because, like, you want to say that you're able to weather something yourself. On the other hand, if you need medication for something, don't feel bad about that. And I need anxiety medication where I am in my life because dying sucks. And I know that I'm already like into the remission part of everything, or we hope. I'm getting a CAT scan in 2 weeks to make sure that I'm still in remission because it's been a few months since my surgery. So that's gonna be the deciding factor when, like, everything looked good after the surgery, but at the end of October, on the 31st, is when we find out if, yes, indeed, I am actually done with this. I'm not going to be done with the medication I'm currently taking because it's not a chemo, it's just an ongoing thing. But 31st is when you find out. But until then, like, it's still hard for me. So, anxiety medication is important, and it's something that I have been denied for 2 months. And I didn't really need it a lot beforehand, but just because of the sunlight thing, like, the way that this medication works is that it gets absorbed by my eyes, and it just makes everything look yellow. It makes it hard for me to see anything that's even slightly dim. In low light, I'm practically blind, and that gets to you after 2 weeks of it, like, just sticking around. It's getting easier to tolerate, but I would have, like, panic attacks and things, and started building up and turning and manifesting in other ways into extreme paranoia, like I said, and other things I don't want to talk about. But yeah, so starting Thursday, I started taking the anti-anxiety medication, and I've had to take it fairly regularly, but I'm a completely different person. I didn't feel like dying in a hole for 2 days straight, and that was amazing. I didn't think that everyone was out to get me for 2 days straight, which was amazing. I didn't think that everyone was pretending to be my friends for 2 days straight, and I didn't think that I was secretly just bothering everyone to the point where they were this close to just dropping me for 2 days straight. And it's had a remarkable effect on my brain. Yeah, I just, normally I have these problems with thinking that I'm the person in the group that's the leech. I just kind of tag on to the cool or more popular people, try to be friends with them and things. When people show any signs of friendship to me, I kind of say, what the hell is wrong with you? Or wonder, like, what are they getting out of it? Or are they just trying to pity me or humor me or something? And that also, but it still couples with me appreciating everything that they do. It's not like I don't believe them, and like it makes me upset. Like, it makes me upset that I think that, but it's a whole convoluted process. Like, I have essentially two different states of mind working at the exact same time, and that itself is stressful. But, like, I don't think that people actually enjoy my company, but I do think that they do because they tell me they do. And why would they lie to me? They lie to me because they're being polite. But why would they be polite? It's annoying to just keep being polite. I've seen these people not be polite to other people, so why would they make me a special exception? Because they're trying to get something out of me. But what is there to get out of me? There's nothing. So you see where this is all going. So, again, if you have medication that helps you be a normal person, don't feel bad about taking it. Don't overdose, because that's bad. Don't turn to non-medications or things that your doctor doesn't prescribe to you, like alcohol, drugs, or non-prescription drugs. But, if it's something that helps you, and it's something that has been deemed to be healthy for you and not detrimental, then don't feel bad about that. Mainly I said that because there's not much to show you this week. My little brother is a 3D printer. I think I mentioned it before, so he's been making a few cool things. One thing he made last night is a charger bug. Look at this adorable little guy. Although, of course, I just call them charger buses, but yeah, it's really nice. I wish that my camera was a little better. Last week he also made me an adorable little tonberry. The knife didn't come out too well, but yeah. I know he doesn't really have much of a nose, but it's just the model that he found online. But yeah, an adorable little tonberry. I think I showed you in the past. He made a black mage for me. And also last week, he made me a little Tifa. Which, like, the detail on this is fantastic. The only thing that I found missing was the back of the hair doesn't become like a little dolphin tail there. But yeah. So I just want to show you that because there's got to be something right at the end of these videos that they're not morose. But yeah, just thank you all very much for the support these past weeks. When I get into these like states of mind, for those people who actually try to help me through these, I don't always sound grateful, or I sound a bit combative, argumentative, or whatever. I see and I read like all the things that you guys say, and I seriously do appreciate it, and in the moment I also do appreciate it, but I have a problem with either feeling that if I immediately say I appreciate this, thank you, it makes my state of mind sound disingenuous, or something like that, like, or it's cliche to just keep saying thank you all the time. But like I said, I was trying to explain before, I can be in two different states. Like, I can be, in the fetal position in the corner, and also laughing at memes that I see in my timeline, and having those two states of mind at the exact same time. And that's just how it works. Like, there's just a split. And one doesn't touch the other. But yeah, so thank you all very much for your support and everything, the emotional, everything. It's good stuff. So hopefully this week is going to be better. Like I said, I'm going to try to stream. I want to do a multiplayer night. I might do Splatoon, because why not? Problem is, getting people to show up is the thing with me. Like, I like joining other people's streams because I can't draw a crowd. And you may say, but Dovey, I go to your streams. Like, yeah, but 3 people, 4 people. For Splatoon, you need like 8 at least. For Jackbox, you need 8. At least use your words as a smaller pool so I can fill that up. But like, I can't draw a crowd, and you might think otherwise, but it's just blatantly not true. And this isn't my little ego thing talking, it's blatantly not true. I can't draw a crowd. The only reason why people showed up to the Emerald thing was because it was me and John doing something together. But if you looked at the chats, they were all in John's chat. Nah, I don't begrudge him for that, because I know exactly where I am in this. Everyone flocks to John because he has the more he's the more bombastic. I don't know. I'm trying the personality in the Sephiroth thing. I'm the usually the straight man of the group. The more centered one, and that's what we work off of. But because of that, people don't show up for me. That's just how it is. So I want to do multiplayer nights, but like, I don't know what to do. I also want to do like random game night where I just look at something that I have that I've never played and be like, okay, I'm gonna play this for a couple hours. I was thinking of doing something like that for like Silent Hill, which I have on the PS3, or I don't know, something I have on Steam or whatever. Not exactly Fortune Cookie, because I tried Fortune Cookie once, and guess how many people showed up for that? Like 4. And you can't do Fortune Cookie with 4 votes. So yeah, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. I don't have a following. Maybe one day I'll have enough of a following, but like, you kind of, to do something like that, to do multiplayer night, you kind of have to have a crowd. Like, watching people like Juker, he's able to draw a crowd because he's in the D-pad. Like, that's his people. He also has viewers and friends and things. I don't have a group that I can draw on, because all the people I know that are regulars at my stream have lives generally, and so they either work at night, or they just can't show up during the weekdays, and weekends don't work for me, and essentially time never works out for me. I want to do these things, but like I don't know when the time is. Like, I even asked once, like, what time is usually best for you on weekdays on a straw poll, and most people answered like 9 to 12, or 6 to 9 weekdays, I think, p.m. But people are still busy. So, yeah. People don't show up unless it's an event, and I'm not an event. I understand that. I'm gonna stop rambling now. But, yeah, streams are gonna happen maybe one day. I might do something. John is in Canada now, so I'm not going to do the thing I've been working on with Quiplash, but that will happen eventually. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching. Thank you very much for your support and everything else. It really is appreciated. And look forward to more Let's Plays. Also, if you don't like Golden Sun and you're new to my channel, I've been looking back on my Paper Mario Let's Play, and I think it's probably the most entertaining Let's Play I have ever done. I did more work in Majora's Mask and Final Fantasy VII, which I also suggest, but if you want like a good time, I think you would enjoy Paper Mario. I think I was at my peak there, even if it didn't really get the recognition at the time. But yeah, just a plug for my own stuff. Thank you all very much for watching. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.